مشاهدي زوم أفريقيا، برحب بحضراتكم من أرض الخير، أرض الطبيعة، قارتنا الخضراء أفريقيا، وجولتنا الخاصة للؤلؤة أفريقيا هي أوغندا. أوغندا دولة جميلة من دول منابع النيل زي ما حضراتكم شايفين معايا، من ليك فيكتوريا وماشي النيل لحد ليك ألبرت. أوغندا دولة جميلة، عدد سكانها حوالي 45 مليون نسمة، فيها ترايبس كتير جدا. الجو العام لطيف، فيها سفاري، فيها طبيعة، فيها فاكهة، أحلى فاكهة موجودة في أفريقيا مش هتلاقوها في أي مكان تاني. احنا موجودين مع حضراتكم في رحلتنا الخاصة لأوغندا، هتشوفوا معانا حاجات كتير الحلقات الجاية. مشاهدي زوم أفريقيا، برحب بحضراتكم. احنا موجودين لسه في أوغندا، لؤلؤة أفريقيا الجميلة، وتحديدا من أكبر محمية موجودة في أوغندا اسمها ماتشن فولز. معانا دلوقتي تور جايد مستر أليكس. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Really interesting to hear more about the park. And today it's amazing day for me for the safari and see a lot of the big five and all the animals. So I want to hear from you about the park. What the big is it, and what the animals inside. Yeah.
Thank you. Murchison Falls National Park is the biggest national park in Uganda, and it is slightly above 3,000 square kilometers.
Wow.
And it's the face of Uganda when it comes to safari. We receive quite a number of visitors, international visitors and local visitors every year, coming here to enjoy the beauty of the park.
Yes.
Murchison Falls National Park has the Murchison Falls as the face of it.
Yeah.
That is the most powerful waterfall in the whole world. And we have the mighty Nile, the longest river in the world, that crosses through the park.
Okay.
Bisecting it in two parts, the northern sector and the southern sector.
Yeah, as we see here.
Yeah, this is the Albert Nile.
Yeah.
When the Nile runs down through the park, it connects into the Lake Albert and then flows way up into the South Sudan, then
But
finally
it's coming
Egypt.
from Lake Victoria.
From Lake Victoria goes to Lake Albert, then runs down to Murchison Falls, connects to Lake Albert, then starts its long journey to Egypt, and then
Yeah. Okay. I saw today a lot of animals.
yeah.
Except some it's very unique, like giraffes.
Yeah.
And the buffalo. How many animals? That's
Yeah,
I hear that it's quite
it's
big.
quite diverse in a way that it holds
Yeah.
close to about to slightly above 100 mammal species,
Okay.
more than 55 reptile species, a very big bird checklist, more than close to 350, and then monkey species, about 4 of them.
Which kind of monkey? Baboons?
We have the baboons, we have the velvet monkeys, we have the patas monkeys, and we have the chimpanzees. The chimpanzees are the closest when it comes to DNA comparison to human being,
Wow.
about 98.8%, and we have them in the southern sector of this park,
Yeah.
in the Budongo forest. So this park is diverse in a way that it has about 3 vegetation covers. On the southern sector, we have the Budongo, southern stretching to the eastern part. That is where we do chimpanzee tracking. Then midway we have the woodlands, and then on the northern bank we have the flat savannas covered with bolasas palm trees. And that is why we normally do the safaris and game drives. And way down bird watching and primate.
Okay. And about the lions and the Simba, I saw today one.
Yeah, we were lucky today that we found a very huge lion climbing in the trees about 4 meters above the ground.
Yes.
You saw it was quite an impressive moment. We have lots of cats. lions, leopards, other small cats like genet cats. They are all in here in Murchison Falls. To mention but a few, this park holds the biggest population of the Nubian giraffes.
Wow.
The Nubian giraffes number in the whole world population is going down, but we are so blessed that in Murchison is going high.
Wow.
So it's quite an impressive thing with this park. And then not only that, we have very big herds of buffaloes, elephants.
Yes, I saw many.
About
many of them.
1965, this park had the biggest number of elephants in the whole of Africa.
Which kind of elephant? The
African elephant, the huge ones. We shall see quite a number of them like we did already in this park. And then when you go onto the boat on the Nile, what we shall be doing later in the day, we shall find quite a number of schools of hippos that also...
But it's safe? Because, you know, I hear sometimes it's hippos changing the behavior.
Yeah, they do change the behavior in one way or the other.
Yeah.
But we as guides, we have learned the basic ways to maneuver through and protect our clients to be always safe with us on safari.
Yeah. About the nationality,
yeah.
Who's used to come here every year to Uganda?
Well, Uganda being a very safe country, for example, and being the Pearl of Africa, no one wouldn't really want to be here. All people from all walks of life and from all over the world come here every day to experience this beauty Uganda has to offer.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't really want to be here? Amazing country.
Yes, I can see. And even the safari, it's easy and it's safe.
It is safe, it is easy, it is encouraging, it is fulfilling, and it is really worth doing. Yeah,
really, thank you, Mr. Alex. I enjoy your information. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
مشاهدي زوم أفريقيا، احنا لسه في السفاري في أوغندا، واحنا في السفاري لفت نظري سيدة هي من جنوب أفريقيا اسمها يعني شاركتنا في رحلة السفاري هنا، وكمان عرفت ان هي عندها مشاريع في أفريقيا منها التسلق في جبل كليمنجارو في تنزانيا وحاجات كتير هنعرف منها. Welcome to our program Zoom Africa.
Thank you so much.
I want to know from you, as we discussed, you love Africa as you are from South Africa and your purpose to come here first to Uganda.
Well, I'm a tour operator and I'm passionate about our continent. I love Africa and I have been in the business for nearly 35 years.
Wow.
My passion is to make sure that my guests, my clients have personalized, I've seen it, I've experienced it, information from me. So I like to try and fit their requirements with what I'm going to supply, the country or the hotel or the lodge or the extreme comfort or roughing it. I've actually done right from the bottom, hitched around Botswana to being flown in private airplanes and staying in super luxury.
Wow, that's
but my purpose is to make sure that I fit the requirements of my clients.
Yeah, that's why you come and try it first.
Yes.
And then you can promote it.
Yes.
Okay, that's amazing. And what your expectation about Uganda? Do you love it? Do you enjoy the safari and the animals?
It's one of my favorite countries. I have a special place for Uganda because the first time I came, I was on an overland expedition 35 years ago.
Wow.
Really, really rough. We had to push our vehicle, big truck, out of mud situations.
Wow.
If it was raining, we still had to camp rough. We had to share the cooking, the maintenance, and so on. But I also saw the poverty of the country.
Yeah.
And then I came again 3 years ago, and I was absolutely thrilled at the improvement, and I delight in that same beautiful humbleness that the Ugandan people have.
Yes.
And of course, the gorillas mean an enormous amount to me, and to see that harmony has come together with people and wildlife
Yeah.
for everybody and every animal's
Yes.
well-being.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you told me you have a climate, the mountains like Kilimanjaro and the others. Tell me your experience about it, because it's excited for me.
Well, I kind of got roped into it the first time. I got persuaded by a client 20 years ago. And I thought, well, I'm an athlete, I'm a runner, and so on. Surely it'll be okay. So I said yes.
Yeah.
And it was a great success.
Wow.
And a little while after that, no, maybe about 8 years after that, I got a phone call from someone in America, and she said, Sue, you've been recommended to do this Kilimanjaro for us. We are wanting to create awareness, raise funds for trafficked women and children.
Yeah.
And my first climb was 48 women on Kilimanjaro.
Wow.
And since then,
It's a big number.
yes.
Yeah, it's always
The
women.
biggest, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
They
And
are very strong.
So then we took not always the same women to different parts of the world, back to Kilimanjaro a few more times, and to the Alps, to Everest Base Camp, Peru, all with the same initiative and heartbeat for women and children. And I always include men who have been trafficked or are suffering from the aftermath of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But as you are a woman, it's easy to climb, and it's not tough.
Yes, it is tough.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is tough.
Yeah.
But I think I have, for me personally, a slow endurance kind of mindset.
Yeah.
And I love to look after people, so I'm often the oldest, so I very much love to care and share my knowledge and run trips with excellence.
Yeah.
But also with that, or always with that heartbeat of why we're doing it and what we're doing it for.
Yeah, that's a great. About your country, South Africa, tell me more information about the tourism there.
It seems to be booming.
Yeah.
It
I
seems to be booming.
6 times, yes.
We do have our troubles, but it's such a vibrant, passionate country.
Yeah.
There is plenty of harmony. There is excitement. There is enthusiasm. There are so many of us who work across color barriers.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited.
So what's the best place to visit in South Africa?
Oh gosh, you put me in a spot because there's like this many places.
Yeah, just tell me. I know Cape Town because I visited.
Yes,
and
it's
Pretoria?
beautiful, and I must recommend some wonderful restaurants. And I guess I'm more a bush girl, and I love all of that greater Kruger National Park area.
Yeah.
So Sabi Sands, Timbavati.
Yeah.
Our guides are of a very high standard.
Yes.
So I think they offer great information, great knowledge, and a lot of care.
Wow.
And really know how to look after people.
I want just a small message from you about the women all over the world, about your experience in Africa.
Give me a call and I'll take you up a mountain.
Oh, wow.
It's never too late. It's a life-changing experience. I could spend a lot of time telling you why. It's a great leveler.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat. But if anybody has a desire, it's not too tough for anybody.
Yes.
I walk women through training. I'm 70 and I'm still going to be on that mountain
God bless
again
you.
soon. And I'd love to have a bunch of women come with me.
Yes, yes. They will come. They will watch us, watch us and come.
I walk through personally
Yeah.
training. I always emphasize whatever question you have
Yeah.
and you feel it's silly, it's not silly to me.
Wow.
So I'm very personalized, very hands-on, really love to, because it's an enormous life-changing experience.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah.
And never too proud to help anybody who has that in their heart.
Exactly. Really, thank you. Appreciate your information and to be with us in Zoom Africa. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's lovely
you.
to have met you.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam. So,
Thank you.
مشاهدي زوم افريكا، برحب بحضراتكم. احنا دلوقتي في طريقنا لشلالات ماتشن فولز. يعني زي ما حضراتكم شايفين كده الجو حر جدا ورطوبه فظيعه، بس المنظر يعني عظيم، يعني فعلا مش موجود في اي حته غير في اوغندا. معانا دلوقتي الجايد مستر جورج. How are you?
I'm fine. You're welcome.
Welcome to our program Zoom Africa.
Please.
And really, it's amazing place.
It is. It must be. It is. I accept that.
Just tell us now where we are.
We are right now at the top of the falls.
Yeah.
At the point where you see the Nile water coming out from the two waterfalls and steadily flowing down to Lake Albert.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see from the far horizon, if you have good eyes, you see the blue mountain of Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah. Oh.
Right over there.
There is a Congo.
Yes.
Okay.
There's Congo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we are up.
We are up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For how we are up.
The elevation is about 680, 70, 80 like that. Almost coming to 700.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us more about this place.
This place where we are at the moment, is considered to be the surrounding of the top of falls.
Yeah.
But it's very important to know that long time ago, before this place became a national park, people used to live here.
Ah, okay.
There were some people living around.
Mm-hmm.
And what was very important is that this waterfall was still also very important to them.
Yes.
It was like a place for rituals, to perform rituals.
Mm-hmm.
You come and they visit, they do some recreation.
Yeah.
The kings and the chiefs, they would come together, people gather, they perform rituals, different rituals.
Wow.
Can ask for rain.
Mm-hmm.
You can, when there is sickness, everything is done. And it's believed that when you visit here, you go when you're well.
It's a blessing place.
It's a blessing place, especially when
Yeah.
the water splashes on you, that water. And then it's like River Jordan. You get well.
So most of
Cleansing.
Most of Ugandan believe that.
Yeah, they used to do that a lot.
Oh, okay.
For instance, a newly married couple,
Yeah.
if you come to this place like you newly married and it has taken you years,
Mm-hmm.
there's no results. There's no good results.
Ah.
It's like
Wow.
you're looking for a child and there is no hope for that. But once you visit this place, sooner you get that.
Wow. Really, it's amazing story.
It is.
Yeah. So now this is the road. I just read it's a devil something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The Devil's Cauldron.
Yeah.
At that point, going to the left, we shall first go to the point where you view all the two waterfalls.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, we use that Devil's of Cauldron path, which take us down to that point where you will see water like boiling at a very high temperature.
Wow.
That is what is considered, referred to as the Devil's of Cauldron.
Yeah.
I'm told if you visit most of the renowned waterfalls of the world, like Niagara,
yes,
Victoria Falls, Higuasu,
yeah,
they all have Devils of Cauldron. It is that point where you see water like boiling,
yes,
in a container. So that's what is referred to as the Devils of Cauldron.
Okay. So here there is animals?
Yeah,
around?
we have some animal, but the problem is that you don't have much.
Yeah.
There are not many because it is steep. They find it difficult to get down to the water.
Yeah, okay.
And because the vegetation is very dense, you don't see a lot. Right.
But which kind of animal here? It's around?
Oh, we have hippopotamus which come from down. We have buffaloes.
Yes.
Waterbacks.
Yeah.
The warthogs.
Some monkeys?
Some monkeys, yes. Monkeys are many, yes.
Okay, that's a great.
With plenty of birds,
yeah, we'll continue with you later.
Please, yes, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. George.
Thank you, you're welcome, please.
مشاهدي زوم أفريقيا، احنا طلعنا لقمة شلالات ماتشن فولز. يعني حقيقة جو حر جدا بس المنظر روعة من فوق. طبعا في رطوبة شوية. معايا دلوقتي Mr. City. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Our lovely tour guide.
Yes, please. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Just tell us where we are. Okay. And more information about the history for the falls.
Okay, at the point where we are standing, it's a point where you get a chance of seeing the two national parks, rather the two waterfalls.
Yeah.
One is called Uhuru Waterfall, meaning freedom.
Yes.
Uhuru, it's a Swahili word, common, maybe most of the people of East Africa will pick the meaning. And then on our right, it's the Machon Falls, where the park gets its name. It's so mighty. You can see the falls so strong and powerful, trying to fight to pass through a 4-meter cauldron. And then
I hear it's the strong one all over the world.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, it's the strongest falls we have in the whole world. And basically, back in time, it was called Kabalega Falls because initially the local people used to stay around and they had local names. But during the exploration work, that is when it gained its name as Machon Falls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who gives this name?
It was one of the explorers called Speak.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And actually, it was Baker and his wife during the exploration work back in time.
Yeah. I hear there is a lot of famous visitor coming here, especially in Kingdom, UK, like Crossfield and some others. Famous name.
Basically, most of the people from UK and Britain, Great Britain, they do come here to double confirm. It's much more like proof confirming about the exploration work. You know, in Uganda, due to the European intervention and exploration of the Europeans of the natural resources, we bear much more of the European names and some of our resources. So these people from Britain and the UK, they really do come here to see some of these natural resources.
Yes. And also this place, it's very important point to the tourism.
Yes, please. It's a very important point because when we are selling a natural resource like merchant falls, we really tend to bring people to get out the real picture of where and why the park is named after the falls. Yeah.
So this trip to come from Kampala to here, just let us know how many hours to reach here, and it's expensive or it's affordable price?
Basically, I don't know. When we are talking about the packaging, it depends on people's interests because.
But there is many packages.
Yeah, there's so many packages. So many tour companies have what they offer. But for the trip, I can say it's friendly. And from Kampala to Merchant Falls, we give it always a 6 to 7 hour drive. But we as well have options of flying. We have safaris on tour companies that cost safari trips, which can take you 40 to an hour's time.
Really. When I'm here, it's an amazing place. So I want to encourage all over the world to come here and enjoy the falls and the weather, even the green everywhere.
Yeah, you're so right. Basically, not everybody has a chance to see this, but to the whole world, I really appreciate those who are willing to come. And I tell you that the world, Uganda is waiting to hold you. Uganda is waiting to handle you. We have a lot you can see. So many natural resources. I mean, people should come and get a chance of seeing the mighty falls, you know.
Yeah,
sure.
Thank you, City.
Welcome.
We'll continue our guide.
I really appreciate that. I'll be waiting.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
مشاهدي زوم أفريقيا، برحب بحضراتكم من الجميلة لؤلؤة أفريقيا أوغندا، وبالتحديدا من العاصمة كامبالا. احنا جينا زوم أفريقيا بدعوة من الUCB أو هيئة تنشيط السياحة. الحقيقة أنا يعني ذهلت جدا أما جيت ولقيت قد إيه احنا يعني في بلد تعتبر جنة على الأرض، مية في كل حتة، خضار على مرمى البصر، طيور بألوان مش موجودة، مش شفناهاش قبل كده، حيوانات في كل مكان. حقيقي البلد فيها خير عظيم جدا، وعشان كده احنا جينا بالدعوة، لبينا الدعوة علشان نروح أماكن مختلفة. دلوقتي معانا لقاء مع Chairman of UTB Honorable Daudi Migereko.
Yes.
Welcome to our program Zoom Africa.
Thank you. This is a great opportunity and honor
Thank you.
to us that you people from Egypt have been able to come and attend our Paro of Africa Tourism Expo here at Munyonyo on the shores of Lake Victoria, which provides the waters for River Nile as it gets down to South Sudan, and Egypt.
Yes.
Thank you.
So UCB did a lot of effort to promote the tourism.
That's true, because that's our prime responsibility. Promotion and marketing of the touristic attractions that Uganda has and would like to share with the world.
Yes. So we visit some places like Merchant Falls and here, but we want to know more about the key places for tourism to attract people all over the world.
Well, you've mentioned Merchant Falls, and Merchant Falls has its own beauty and splendor in terms of the falls, the nature of the falls. a wonderful experience to get out there by boat. And you cruise on the Nile, but also do some fishing as you see the animal population in the area, like the crocodiles, like the lions, like the hippos, like
giraffes,
the giraffes, like the elephants, like the lions, and so on. When you're on the water, you get the opportunity of being able to see all those animals. But equally, you can be in a position to see some of these when you visit the Queen Elizabeth National Park and Lake Mburo National Park. But there is also more adventure, tourism associated with mountain climbing in the Rwenzori, because Rwenzori is one of the highest mountains which are on the equator. And because it's on the equator, you have the opportunity of experiencing winter conditions. You come across snow at a certain altitude, and you can also be in a position to do skiing up when you are up in the mountains.
In Uganda?
You can. You can. So there is a lot of adventure in mountain climbing, and we have got the Mountain Rwenzori, we have got Mountain Elgon, and these are extremely wonderful for mountain climbing. But also, you can do adventure tourism in Jinja, which is at the source of River Nile. The source of River Nile is very familiar to many people in Egypt, because it's the source of the water that flows to South Sudan, that flows to Sudan, that flows to Egypt, and ultimately to Alexandria. There is water rafting on the Nile. There is bungee jumping on the Nile. There is all sorts of activities to do with river sporting. But there is also marine tourism on Lake Victoria. When you are in Jinja, you can take a ride by boat on Lake Victoria and visit the islands. And the islands have their own attractions, including birding, animals, and so on. And we've been having discussions about this with your team, and I'm told you're one of those who will be visiting Jinja this afternoon. You're most welcome.
Thank you. We want to stress to focus about the investment opportunity in tourism, to encourage the investor to come and know what the opportunity is available in Uganda.
Whenever I come to Egypt, I find I get into challenges of being defeated from the point of view of not utilizing River Nile to the full. Because every time I come to Egypt, I'm conducted to a dinner on the Nile, lunch on the Nile, and all these artistic performances, the dancers, the singing, and so on and so forth. Now, we need to be able to undertake similar investment, to be able to have a cruise on Lake Victoria, to have a cruise on the Nile. And,
great idea.
What we would like to discuss with you and your Egyptian partners is how we can be in a position to source investment of that nature in terms of vessels on the Nile, in terms of people with experience to run boat cruise, to run a business on the river, the way you are doing it in Cairo. Because I have always found myself very uneasy when I'm in Egypt and I see you people doing so much with the River Nile, and yet I'm not yet doing as equal as much out here, and yet this is the source of River Nile. So if we can be in a position to get investors that have experience in marine tourism, in boat cruising, and the like, as far as I'm concerned, those will be some of the dividends out of this particular conference. Because I'm not too sure whether I would have had the opportunity to meet you and your team if it had not been for this tourism expo, which is taking place here at Munyonyo on the shores of Lake Victoria.
So what else? Uganda needs some hotels, roads paved. What else?
No, we definitely need more investment in hotels because that will give us greater capacity to attract more tourists, but also attract more conferences and meetings into the country because most of the people who want to hold meetings and conferences, like on the shores of Lake Victoria, like at the source of the Nile, want to be assured of the hotel capacity, of the infrastructure in terms of telecommunication, in terms of IT, in terms of steady power supply, the quality of power supply, and so on and so forth. Now, we would be more than delighted to get people who are prepared to invest, to get people who are prepared to go into partnership with the Ugandan business community, private sector, so that requisite investments can be undertaken at the source of the Nile, on the shores of Lake Victoria, and so on and so forth. But also, there is scope for investment in road construction. There is scope for investment in manufacturing. There is scope for investment in many things.
Oh, that's great. But an investment opportunity, investment environment here, encouraging people, is it easy to come and establish my own company and do business?
One, Uganda is the most secure country in the Great Lakes region. It's the most secure country in the Great Lakes region. So from the point of view of peace and security, you shouldn't have any problem. There is also a very attractive investment regime in the country, which involves tax concessions, which involves tax waivers, particularly when you are undertaking strategic investments. And we can be able to provide information from Uganda Investment Authority, which you can be able to share with potential investors from Egypt.
Really, thank you for your invitation to come and shoot here to see lovely and amazing country, Uganda. And for sure, I know they will enjoy it and they will come a lot to invest.
I can count on you on that one.
Thank you. I believe with that.
I'm sure
Thank you so
once we are given the opportunity to reach out, courtesy of this interview I have had, next time when you come, we shall be in a position to report on what is happening on the ground as a result of this interview.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Dawoodi. Thank you.
Most grateful. Thank you.
مشاهدي زوم أفريقيا، برحب بحضراتكم. مشروع مصري مشرف على أرض أفريقية، احنا في أوغندا، ومشروع عملاق انضاف لمشروعات مصر وتواجد مصر الدائم في أشقاء الأفارقة في الدول المختلفة. احنا موجودين في أوغندا وتحديدا على أرض المجزر المصري، ومعنا دكتور أحمد نبيل مدير عام المجزر المصري. ازيك يا دكتور؟
الحمد لله يا فندم بخير، شرفتونا وشرفت أوغندا كلها.
الله يخلي حضرتك. يعني الحقيقة المكان حلو جدا وانا سامعه عنه بقالي فترة، فعايزين نتكلم بقى على فكرة اصلا انشاء المجزر؟
فكرة إنشاء المجزر دي كانت في 2016 تقريبا، لما اجتمعوا أصحاب الشركة إن هم عايزين يوفروا بروتين حيواني لمصر من إفريقيا وخصوصا من أوغندا. ودي كانت اللبنة الأساسية لإنشاء المجزر وإنشاء الشركة، وحتى سموها مصر وأوغندا كنتيجة أو ثمار تعاون ما بين مصر وأوغندا.
طيب تمام، إيه بقى الخطوات لحد ما شايفين دلوقتي يعني ما شاء الله المجزر موجود وشغال، ويعني محتاجين بقى نعرف تفاصيل أكتر على وجوده أو إنشائه يعني، والطاقة بتاعته قد إيه، بينتج قد إيه، الأبقار هنا طبيعتها إيه؟
بالنسبة للطاقة الاستيعابية للمجزر احنا 150 عجل يومي بشكل يومي، دي حوالي 15 ل 20 طن، لأن هنا العجول طبيعتها لأنها بترعى كتير واعتمادها في الأكل أساسا على الرعي، فما بتحملش وزن زايد زي اللي هو المكثف في مصر. فالمتوسط 300 ده، وده سنا برضو لأن احنا بنختار السن كجودة ونوعية الرعي أو الرعي الطبيعي.
اوكي.
وبالنسبة للماعز والأغنام احنا ممكن نذبح لحد 500 راس في الشيفت، وحاليا دلوقتي عندنا اوردر للبحرين والعمان.
طيب انا كنت لسه هسأل السؤال ده، يعني هل المجزر في استهلاك محلي، يعني بتودوا للسوق المحلي ولا كله تصدير للخارج؟
هو بداية احنا لينا التارجت بتاعنا السوق التصدير، بس احنا دلوقتي عندنا برضو كونتراكت مع شركة بترول بتغذي كل كاترينج بتاع الاوروبيين، لان في هنا اكتشفوا اكتر من محطة بترول، فاحنا عشان الستاندر عالي فاحنا بنذبحوا اوريدي عندنا، وعندنا اوريدي مأجرين ثلاجة ليهم مخصوص يعني، لان احنا الستاندر بتاعتنا عالية، لان ده بالنسبة للسوق المحلي هو ده التارجت بتاعنا. احنا مش التارجت بتاعنا المستهلك العادي، التارجت بتاعنا للشركات العالمية زي شركات البترول.
ده تقريبا اول مجزر، او هو المجزر الوحيد مش كده في اوغندا؟ هو
المجزر الوحيد المودرن اللي هو شغال، يعني مجزر حديث بالستاندر العالمية، ومعانا برضو شهادة الايزو 22000
عظيم
للجودة. والحمد لله يعني ان احنا وصلنا السوق اللي هي الاويل كامبانيز والحاجات ديت بداوا اصلا يجوا يعملوا معانا كونتراكت، ودي حاجه كويسه جدا وحاجه تشرف مصر يعني.
طيب يا دكتور، عايزين نعرف من حضرتك مساحه المجزر قد ايه؟
مساحه المجزر هنا 25 فدان، بالفعل المجزر مبني على 15، وفي حجر فدادين ديت لاستقبال البقر، ولان احنا برضو لازم نستقبل البقر ونعمل له هولدنج لمده 24 ساعه وفاستنج لمده 24 ساعه، لان ده كويس جدا للكواليتي بتاع اللحمه، وعشان كده اللحمه بتبقى في الاخر بتبقى ماتشنج مع الستاندر العالميه.
يعني ناس كتيره قوي مش عارفه ان اللحمه الافريقي حلوه او وحشه، يعني الامراض الكلام ده كله، عايزين نصحح الصوره النمطية على الأبقار في أفريقيا أو الشكل العام في أفريقيا. حضرتك طبعا دكتور بيطري، فقول لنا بقى الخبرة بقى.
هو هنا بالنسبة للانديميك في أي دولة أفريقية كريفت فالي فيفر، فوت اند ماوس، هم بيحصنوا اوريدي وعندهم جداول للتحصين، واحنا بنتبع برضو لما يكون في أي مرحلة تحصين في أي ديستريكت أو في أي منطقة ما بنجيبش منها خلاص. فاحنا بنفولو برضو لكل الانستراكشن بتاع وزارة الزراعة الأوغندية. والأبقار الأفريقية بصفة عامة هي بتبقى أبقار لها طعم، هي زي الطعم البلدي بتاعنا بتاع زمان، اللي هو بدون تدخل وبدون هرمونات وبدون أي أدوية كتير.
يعني اللحمة الأفريقية حلوة
جدا يا فندم، وعلى ضمانة يعني احنا كدكاترة بيطريين في المجال بقالنا اكتر من 20 سنة وبننصح بيها، وان شاء الله هيبقى في شحنة ان شاء الله قريب نازلة مصر باذن الله.
طيب ده عظيم، ده خبر كويس جدا حقيقي، الواحد فعلا بيفرح وفخور ان احنا متواجدين مع اشقائنا الافارقه في مختلف الدول الافريقيه. شكرا دكتور احمد نبيل، يعني نورتنا في زوم افريكا، واحنا حقيقي متشرفين ان احنا موجودين في المجزر المصري في اوغندا.
انتوا شرفتونا يا فندم. شكرا جزيلا. مشاهدي زوم أفريقيا، خلصت حلقتنا الأولى في رحلتنا الخاصة للؤلؤة أفريقيا أوغندا. استنونا الحلقة الجاية، رحلة جديدة من أوغندا.